the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking
all right, Saints.
to make it 2.
Here we go.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game
Week 2.
and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase.
Stay and maintain course to see those Bucks again. So week to week we gotta improve. Get better. Let's get this game out the way.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of the numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Love that guy. Love that guy.
A loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. Just looking really porous.
I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, Britton. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. One of the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll try the left side. Parrish, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Briscoe. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Briscoe, and he's got his man in stride, complete.
Taking my 4th and 4.
Short of the first down as they get out about the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll find the tight end complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Now a give, right side. Parrish. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They'll try, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. How about that? Their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Back to the air on 2nd down. Britton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Britton, short throw to Disley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Britton. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 down at the 33. Back to throw. Britton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw on second down. Britton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Briscoe trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to get those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change.
Let's capitalize on that damn turnover, fool.
If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 45. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a gain of 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a
Way to get it back, baby. Way to get it back.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole. That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Briscoe. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
15 yards. First down, New Orleans. That's the end of the first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Briscoe. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Briscoe. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Britton. And a quick throw here that's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. This down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Britton looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a
that's a big boy, number 51.
Gain of 16.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
Little defense sound tired.
Throwing on first down. Britton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Britton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Britton into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Good job, baby, good job.
Off at the 18, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll run on first down. Parrish. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Taken down at the 22.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Rolling to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Briscoe. They'll roll him out right. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Britton over the middle, complete. That's more. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. Able to...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will. Touchdown.
Good job, Saints.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run the option on 2nd down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Fire your butt off, Cherry.
Up there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Good job, Terry.
Feel that he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Briscoe. And his throw here is incomplete.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Briscoe. And it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Wow.
Extra point forthcoming. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Parrish. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off play action. Briscoe. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away. It falls incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and short.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Saints.
Off the play fake. Briscoe. They'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again. Briscoe flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. From the gun, Briscoe. Looking left side.
Oh, come on, man. He came back.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Taking my 4th.
Now the Saints use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially this is a 51-yard. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. Next, we head north to Philly. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants trying to get to 2-0, and they've got the lead on the road. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taking about the 1.
Now streaming on Hulu.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So God said,
So here are the Saints to take over. They got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. They'll run on first down.
Daddy.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stepped up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The play is still working for the coordinator.
As you guys know. But we brought it back to
Looking
you.
to throw on second down.
Absolutely.
This is
Love
complete to
this.
Michael
I told
Thomas.
you that girl,
He was held without a
you.
catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Actually winds up getting 8 there.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Parrish. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On third down, Parrish
And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
The tackle by Jeremy.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now.
7. Panthers 7.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Will Disley, the intended receiver.
But it's going to be 2nd down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Britton, and he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw, Britton, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whipping on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw on second down, Britton, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab, and the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive, and now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's taken in by Stewart. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Number 19.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, Briscoe. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Briscoe. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried?
This dude let him straight through those dumbass.
The latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, Briscoe. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Britton, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Will Dissly, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches would have a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Briscoe. And he's going to get this down to the 35.
What a catch, Wells.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Good throw.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
He took that ball slant too.
At the 18. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
A loss of 10 yards.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, and you?
This quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Now I talk to the
The
people.
Panthers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be
I have my money on the
mile.
first, for sure. Because I had to go to country and pay for our property before they
Pressure gets to him again.
Okay, so you didn't get the stuff cleared or stuff by Uncle John or
Check
what?
on his status when we get
Yeah, they just said he limped.
So
And
what?
that's what all I keep me and the people was in there. She said in a computer it said 0, so I don't know which house they're talking about.
All right, they're going to try and
He had
keep
3
hope
houses.
alive here on 4th down. They're going for
So
it.
I just think by his
Expected they're going
everything
for it
is
to
there.
keep the drive alive.
Okay.
This pass is intercepted.
Because by me being disabled, I mean just on this house here.
They're going to be set up.
And they told me
right around the 17
if I wanted to take over the yellow house, I would be just on that one because I'm disabled. If I put the lights and water back on.
It's been a game.
Here's Filipino mobile.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. How you, bro?
Big swing was taken,
Man, I'm
and
doing.
it didn't land.
I'm doing a little better than I was doing a couple of weeks ago. I almost was in the hospital.
What?
Buckle down when they
Yeah,
need to.
but
Right now,
I
they're
was in
winning
the
this
hospital
fourth quarter,
for
losing the game, but
an
they're winning the
abscess
fourth quarter.
on the rectum.
Fine line it
Oh,
is
damn.
what they're trying to get
You
done
know?
because
And
they're down, so they obviously
right
need
now
the
I'm going
football, need
to
to score.
skin
But they can't be
care.
so aggressive as to
Okay.
get their edge, their
And
gaps,
my
and
knees.
offense in the
But anyway,
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and
I
it's going
got
to
a
make it
man
down at 6.
looking at the yellow
I'd
house.
say that
Uh-huh.
encompasses maximum effort for minimal
Now,
gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than
I'll
minimal.
try to get
on this play coming up.
$150,000.
Okay.
To throw on
And,
third down. Briscoe. That's
That
going to be
means
caught at the 10-yard
100,000
line.
for the
He'll
land
get inside
and
the
50,000
10, but he's
for
short
the
for
house.
any more. They get only 4
So,
at a time
I
as that
mean,
leads us to a fourth
you and
down.
Demetrius and
Tip of the cap
her
for the
sister
defense there. Zone
and,
coverage,
and
locked
your
it in tight,
and
made
your
it really
siblings
difficult because
will have to
they tried
split
to
up
cross and run
$50,000
against it,
if the
and it
deal
worked
goes
for a
through.
completion.
Okay.
But you have to know
What
who
he
the
told me
sticks are
was
on third
that
down. Didn't get
You know,
you want to
big.
look at him, he said we're 2 years old.
On
That's
fourth
the man
down,
that
they're
bought the
trying to run
first 2
for it.
lots from
It's not going anywhere.
Balu and his wife,
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the
cousin
first
Joan,
down. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Tricia.
So not
Okay.
quite a first
Yeah,
and goal.
and you know,
It's
cousin
first
Joan's
and
wife
10
was my
from
cousin.
the 10.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
They go back to the air here after
She was leaving all out to the window. Yeah, cousin Joan fees to run me. Every time she see me down there.
What?
She said, cousin, know you down there? How
So they
far?
will take the sack
I knew.
instead of the penalty.
I
And
said,
it takes
you know
another
what?
down
I said,
off
no
the
man,
series. But the biggest
he at
one
the
of
clear.
all,
Oh, he get off that tree. I'm calling down there right now and tell him to stop down here on the way home. Boy, you will get your ass whooped. Yes, ma'am. Hold your horse. Leave my horse. Back in the ditch. Back down the down. You know? I still get grounded. Because you always count me. Because I always want to go down and walk the middle of it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the
That's why I
football.
think I can go out every day and hear it. You know, That's how I met your dad.
Okay.
They've had some sloppy moments, sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the back.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that nigga had every field you want.
I can believe it. I can believe it.
Yeah, look, he was big time boss. Sure. I didn't buy 300-400 pills from him at a time.
Man.
But he come from down here in the city.
Uh-huh.
And we get discounts. You know?
Yeah, that
was in the past. Don't do that craziness with me. Yeah, I just used to do it to make my daddy mad, that's all.
That's all.
Yeah, man, you know when you can't, you always got to find something to make your parents mad. I couldn't do nothing I could do to make my mama mad. And my dad, he was sticking. Yeah, he was sticking like cousin Bill's finger.
Wow.
Yeah, you're mean like cousin Bill's finger too. I used to say there's too many people on the planet of the earth. But I
really? Cause just was saying she wasn't mean.
She was.
She wasn't mean to me.
Yes, she was. Oh, you just didn't catch those days when she was. I used to leave. I said, Mama, should I go down the street? I got to Brenda or Jack and somebody. Yeah, go. I can get away from her.
I used to love going by Auntie. I know she would. I used to love going over there, me.
Yeah, you we always went down the street. Me and down there, they went go out down the street. I used to go over there for 5 or 10 minutes, say hello, how y'all doing, whatever, and bye.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted their opportunities.
I got this man, his name was Mr. Ray.
3rd and 6.
Like, see, but I ain't talking to Stacey. Well, see, I'm going to tell you.
And he'll go out of bounds.
Stacey blew us up too much for me.
It leads to 4th down.
Well, I thought Stacey knew you were about to fight.
If she would have put her hands on me, you would have seen.
My goodness, another.
I said, you got one more time to put your hands on me. One more. She backed up and went outside. And see, Joe said, I was in the truck. He looked at me and I said, you can walk your ass over this way too. Come on.
Think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a
and I want to knock you down too.
We got to deal with her now because she coming back home.
No, you see, it's a way to deal with her. I'm her sister. I've been living with her all my life. I know how to handle her. Like she said, she's not at me. We know how to handle each other.
You talk to her lately?
No. Not since the weekend, last week.
Oh, you heard about the weekend?
Yeah, with the stuff with Avery and the stuff over there.
Yeah, I didn't even know this until I seen something on TV.
Yeah, that was the last time I talked to her.
Why would he do that? He ain't never did that before.
He claimed to me from the story he told me, the girl sent the police over there. It wasn't about no gun shooting. Some female that he beefing with or whatever sent the police over there. And said she was kidnapped.
He knocks another one through to extend the lead.
What?
They got the ball in great field position.
Yeah.
The white people said they were shooting like crazy in front of Auntie Gloria Mayhem.
Well, I don't know. He told me something different, but
I don't know. I wasn't there. I was just I don't know.
Then, she was up there, and I told my wife, I said, shoot. She said, he was shot, so she must have looked downstairs and looked at him shoot, and she must have ran upstairs.
Darryl was downstairs. Darryl was downstairs in his room. And he heard them outside started shooting.
So he must have run upstairs?
No, he was downstairs, but she didn't hear them shooting in the front. You didn't hear anybody shooting down.
The idea is,
yeah, you know he ain't gonna tell me that. I said, you know he ain't gonna tell that part.
well,
the people said they heard more gunfighting than a little bit of that. They was going crazy.
Sound like they were shooting, somebody was shooting at them and they were shooting back.
Right, that's what it sounded like. What I'm saying, you know he ain't gonna tell that.
It had to be wicked because Stacy was downstairs. Stacy ran upstairs, and Stacy told Drew to be quiet. And the police walked through your grandmother's house. Ain't nobody there. But they being quiet, they're upstairs.
Operating from the gun.
You know? That's kind of messed up. She should have came downstairs and told me. And I said, what you doing in my house, son?
Yeah.
But she said she went to the police left.
Looking to throw on second down.
That's when your people from Dawsonville, junior boy.
Yeah. Supposed to be.
Seven told your people in Johnsonville, Junior Roseville Jr. and his brother Clarence Jr. Bobo, they had an ambulance service.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively.
And you know what they had on the ambulance?
What's that?
I'll take you there.
What?
Yeah, remember the old record? That old record said, I'll take you there?
Yeah.
That's what they had on the side of the ambulance service. You know? Now that, I know Ruby P. Matter of fact, me, one of your cousins, Charlene Jr., that's my prayer partner. I talk to her every other 2 weeks. Yeah, because I went to the Catholic school across there. St. Catherine didn't change the AC and Jets to St. Catholic High.
Okay. Because I know,
but they had to work on the sperry boat. They used to have the sperry boat going from Darrow down to there. They took it from us. And built the Mississippi River Bridge. You know? But we was connected to Dawsonville.
okay. Yeah, because we supposed to be having a family reunion in July.
What'd you say?
They having a family reunion in July out there in Modesto.
Yeah. Black white people from Modesto.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the road. That's a little video pump y'all going.
What you talking about family reunion?
The junior family reunion out there in Modesto.
Oh, okay.
In July.
Who do the bouncers in what's that? Y'all have bouncers out there?
I don't know. They probably will. I don't know what all they're going to have. They just haven't put all the final details out yet, but they put the place and the time. That's Saturday on the 30th of July.
Okay. Yeah, we done signed up over there several times in Modesto. And my cousin, Dwayne Scott got a bouncer business, you know. He set up tents and water slides.
Okay.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds.
It's a small park, though.
Yeah.
So it's nice, though, you know. They're kind of small. We got a big ball field out there, too.
Yeah, I haven't been out there since my grandfather passed back in 85.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, geez, you go all this time.
So you and Sharon and all the other?
Yeah.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up points.
They have another family reunion too?
Not that I know of. That's the only one I know so far. I haven't heard nothing else.
Like I said, people talk to y'all more than they talk to me. That's why I have to always call you.
Yeah.
So for New Orleans, it was a great performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next.
Well, I ain't gonna keep you.
All right,
I don't
sis.
know if you at work or at home or what.
No, I was off today. I hadn't too long. I went to the basketball game last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
That's good.
Did we run away with that basketball game?
Oh, yeah, it was a good game last night. It was a good game. All right.
Yeah, the Pelicans.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I watched it on TV.
Yeah, it was on ESPN. It was the second game last night.
Yeah, we won that. Now we gotta win 7 more. Let's be the champs.
They play the Clippers next.
Right. We on the road. I hope you don't do it like they do